Hey, what's up guys? Today I will be wrapping up the entire Arkham franchise. Yes, Arkham Asylum in 2009 to Arkham Knight in 2015. Every single moment from all the games I've analyzed, and I've come up with a top 10 list from, like I said, the entire Arkham franchise. Yes, that includes Arkham Origins, even though it's more of a prequel and people don't like it that much. I actually found it very fun, except if you ask me to choose my favorite Arkham game, it's a four-way tie for first. So some more details. Yeah, the Season of Infamy DLC just got released, and I thought I'd wait to do this list until all the story content was out that we're ever gonna get. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, none of the none of the moments from the Season of Infamy DLC made it onto this list. And also, just something I should let you guys know: there will obviously be spoilers for all the games. And if you haven't really played an Arkham game, a single Arkham game in the franchise, you might not like this video so much. But with that, let's begin. Number 10 on this list goes to Arkham City. It's actually one of the very first moments of the game. I guess it is the first moment of the game if you don't count the Catwoman part at the beginning, which is kind of weird. They start you out as Catwoman, but then you move past that and they start you out as Bruce Wayne, getting captured by Hugo Strange, escaping and beating up Penguin's thugs, climbing the rooftops, jumping from ledge to ledge as Bruce Wayne, and then getting to the top roof where the Batwing has dropped down the Bat Pod with the bat suit in it, and you put it on, and it's so iconic. And I mean, it just makes you realize that this is gonna be a badass game, especially if you haven't played Arkham Asylum and you don't know what to expect. And then you go and play Arkham City. It's just such a wow moment. So moving on to number 9, we got a lot to get to, and this one is less of a story moment and more of a spectacle moment. It's the first time you come out of Arkham Ward in Arkham Asylum. You just complete the first series of missions in Arkham Ward. They're not really missions, just sort of objective to objective. But then you come out of Arkham Ward and you're not sure what to expect of the game. You're not entirely sure what the game is yet. But then you come out and you see all of Arkham Asylum. They do a pan around. It's really captivating. It's a real wow moment, and it's also just such a save point, if you know what I mean by that. It just makes you want to stop, pause, save, and take a break because you felt like you've done a lot already, only 40 minutes into the game, and that's why it's number 9 on the list. So, number 9, my apologies. Number 8 is also from Arkham Asylum, and it's after you've battled Scarecrow for the 3rd time, and you've sort of won the fight for your brain, I guess, because he tries to make you go insane with all the fear toxin. You finally won, and you grab him through the bars in the other side of the prison cell, and he says, "What are you?" to Batman, because then he later says that he has injected Batman with enough toxin to drive 10 men insane, and Batman has battled through it, come out on top, and really sort of turn the tables on Scarecrow. So that's why that's number 7. It's a really satisfying moment because you feel like more than just a person in a suit. You know, you feel like the Batman. Like you're not just a human. You're almost a force of nature. So then moving on to number, what is it? 7. Yes, my bad. This one is from Arkham Origins. I know not a lot of people like Arkham Origins, like I've said before, but I like it, and not just because of this moment, but this moment definitely contributed to that. It's towards the very end when you've caught up with Joker in the church in Blackgate Prison, and you just go off on him because of basically the entire game. It's all been because of Joker. It all sort of leads up to that one moment, and when you finally get to Joker, it's just stress relief. You're pressing square, or I'm not sure, I can't remember what it is on Xbox. I actually have it on Xbox, but you're just pressing square constantly for it seems like forever, just beating the crap out of him. It's very brutal, very violent. It's probably the most violent moment in the Arkham franchise besides shooting people in the Red Hood DLC. And that's why it's on the list, is because it sort of pushed the limits. 2009, 2011 was Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and then Arkham Origins kind of had something to prove, being made by a different developer. and they sort of kept the same tone, like the dark tone, and this moment especially showed that when you just beat the crap out of Joker. Every punch, the screen turned black for a split second, and it was just really cool. But we have a lot to get to, so I will move on to number 6, which is the Nightfall Protocol, which is a cutscene from Arkham Knight. It's the very last cutscene after you've beat the entire game, done all the Gotham's Most Wanted missions. That includes Riddler. I know that's very hard to do, get all the Riddler trophies, but I've done it twice just to watch the Nightfall Protocol cutscene because it's so great. It ends the Arkham franchise on a really high note, and it sort of leaves some mystery, some thoughts going in people's heads. Everyone has their theories. Personally, I think everyone on YouTube is wrong. I have my own theory, but I'm not going to get into that right now about who the Nightmare Bat is. But if you want me to let you guys know who I think the Nightmare Bat is, then I will do a video on that for sure, because I'd love to talk about that. Moving on to number, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be number 5. Yes, 5. It's the Killer Croc Trap is what I've titled it during the Arkham Asylum part towards the end. It's actually the third to last boss fight with Killer Croc. It's really cool because you sort of use your brain, and before you go into Killer Croc's lair, you cover the entire exit in explosive gel, and at that point you can almost see where this is going. And towards the end, after you've gotten everything you needed from the dungeon, Killer Croc chases you all the way back. It's very terrifying. It's very epic, I guess you could say. He chases you all the way back to the exit. You barely beat him to the edge, and as soon as you cross the exit, you press detonate on the explosive gel, and he falls into the trap. It just shows kind of the wit of Batman. Instead of just, beating the crap out of everyone, it stays true to the comics, and that Batman is a genius, kind of, in that respect. I don't know if a genius is classified as being able to trap a giant humanoid animal, but I think it does. I think Batman's a genius. You can be sure to let me know what you guys think. I'm babbling. We need to move on, don't we, to number 4. This one is from Arkham City, and it is the best jump scare in a non-horror video game. It is so crazy, and the reason it's so cool is because it's when Solomon Grundy comes back to life, basically. And then what's so unsettling about this is that you've beaten him up. It's a crazy boss fight, sort of in the bottom of Penguin's base. It takes a lot out of you. You're standing over him. You finally beat him. And then it gives you the achievement. It actually gives you the achievement that says you've beaten Solomon Grundy. So then you can finally take a breath and relax and know that this cutscene is going to play out, and then you can pause and save after this and do whatever you want. But then you get the achievement, and you think you're safe, and Grundy wakes up, grabs you with his entire hand, throws you on the ground, and the boss fight resumes, and it's not even half over. It's so crazy. The boss fight was already hard enough as is, then he comes back to life, and that is why it's so high on my list, is because it was so unexpected. So moving on to number 3, it is also from Arkham Knight, and it's also a cutscene. It's the classic Batman line that Batman delivers to Joker after they sort of have the battle for his morality within Batman's head. It all takes place in Batman's head, and it's basically Joker causing chaos, sort of a trippy sequence. Joker's causing a bunch of destruction. You play as Joker, and then out of nowhere, well, you think kind of all hope is lost, that Joker sort of took an over inside Batman, and because Batman has some of Joker's blood in him, and it's Batman's biggest fear that he sort of becomes like the Joker and goes off and kills a bunch of people. So that's almost like the worst fear has been realized. But then out of nowhere, Batman shows up, beats the crap out of Joker. It's actually filled with a bunch of jump scares. Beats the crap out of Joker, and then delivers his famous line, I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman. And it's really cool. It's a great way to end the story, and that's why I like it so much, and that's why it's up there at number 3. So number 2, I know I'm going to get a lot of attention from saying this, but it's from Arkham Origins, and I think you'll agree with me after I explain just a bit. Maybe agree with me a little bit more. It is the Deathstroke boss battle is number 2. The Deathstroke boss battle is so intense, it's so crazy, it's so difficult but fun at the same time. It is my favorite boss fight in all of video game history, maybe tied with an infamous boss fight, I'm not sure. But it is a great boss fight. It's really intense. It's what every video game should strive to do when they create boss fights. It's amazing, and that's kind of why Arkham Knight's boss fights, if you can even call them that, were so disappointing, because they were nothing like any of the previous boss fights. And the Deathstroke boss fight was so intense. If you haven't played it, I really encourage you to go play it. Go rent the game. It's within the first 40 minutes of the game. You can get to it real easy, and I almost guarantee you don't beat it on the first try. It's really intense. You have to really stay focused, and it's really fun. But moving on to the last moment, the final moment, my number 1 moment. It's the explosive gel finisher on Joker from Arkham Asylum. You fought Joker after he's taken the Titan formula and turned into Mutant Joker. You definitely seem sort of outgunned, and you get him caught in the floor, and to finish him off, you spray your knuckles with explosive gel, and sort of give Joker the 1-2 punch, and just to end the game, and then you get the trophy Big Bang, sort of jokingly. It's really captivating. It's number 1 just because it's such a wow moment. As soon as you put the explosive gel on, it's really badass. It's almost like at the end of Die Hard when he straps the gun to his back and goes in there with no ammo and then picks the gun off and shoots him. It's like that kind of epic moment towards the end. It's the most Batman moment, and that's why it's number 1. So let me know what you guys thought of this list. I know there's moments I definitely left out. Let me know what those are. I'll be sure to pay attention to them. I'm actually really excited about what you guys think some of the moments should be on this list. So let me know what you guys thought of this. I know this has been a long video. Thank you for sticking through to the end. Obviously, you care about the Arkham franchise if you stayed this long and listened to this. So thank you for listening. Let me know what you guys thought. I really like to hear your feedback about this. Yeah, like I said, make sure to like and comment. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I do Arkham videos. And now that I'm done with all the stuff that's coming out, I can finally do my Arkham videos with music in the background. So I'll be doing that. Look forward to that. And again, thank you guys for watching so much. And all I can say is see you guys later when I do my other Arkham videos. Oh, and Happy New Year's.